Welcome back to another edition of Coach's Corner. I'm here with coach of the men's soccer team, Coach Ray Bunch. Coach, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, thanks for being here. We had quite a turnaround this season, to say the least. Started off 0-8, came back. We're now 4-4-1 in the conference. And tell me about that. How did you motivate your guys to get that way, and how to get them back on track, I should say?
Probably the most difficult thing is obviously the loss of confidence after a start like we had. Number of reasons we had that sort of start. We played some very, very good teams. Some of them, in fact, 4 of the top 40 teams on the road. But you know, we did come in after 8 games. Your confidence is low, especially as we lost a couple of those games in the last few minutes, and you know that really dents them. But the most important one, I think, the result we got was probably Stetson, when they're a very good side, and we showed that we could finish off a game, keep a clean sheet. So that changed things and started getting people to believe in themselves. And injuries cleared up. You know, we had a lot of injuries at the beginning of the year. So, you know, that happens in soccer, but unfortunately it happened to us at the very beginning before we really had any confidence. So.
Well, that works out well because you get your guys back. Maybe they help bring the confidence back a little bit, you know. So.
Well, you would hope so. I mean, you want to be playing your best at the end of the year, and right now that's where we're at. So, yeah, exactly. You know.
Well, we just you just played Mercer. It's the last game of the regular season. We beat Mercer 2-1. Talked a little bit about that game. What you were impressed about with your guys in that game?
Well, I mean, to go anywhere like that, it was a must-win game. Also, obviously, Mercer wanted it badly because they would have got the home field advantage. So to go up there, the conditions were nasty. It was a bit like today here, but with rain, so it wasn't the nicest evening. You know, so to get a result in that, and they scored, I think, with 20 seconds left. So, you know, it wasn't as close as what the scoreline reflected.
Okay, so you basically 2-0 the whole game for the most part. So.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, 20 seconds to go, we kind of lost concentration, and they took advantage of us. But that, in some ways, is a good thing because that should wake us up for this weekend's game. You know, we drew them now in the tournament. That's a scenario you don't really like to play a team with inside 7 days, no matter what the result. So, you know, hopefully we won't take them for granted now because they did score at the end there. Yeah. And, you know, those last 20 seconds were very nerve-wracking. So.
Well, hopefully, you know, that doesn't build their confidence. You know, that's talking about confidence, and you know, we do have we host on Saturday, host Mercer here, and so are you going to tell you guys do anything different against Mercer this time, or just kind of keep your heads together and not let the last 20 seconds happen of the last game?
Well, one would not want the last 20 seconds. I think obviously each game's different. You know, even though both teams have certain styles and patterns of play, every game's different. So we have to really put that game behind us and concentrate now on what we think is going to happen and playing our game. I think if we get into a situation where we're, you know, going, okay, well, this worked last time, I'm sure they're going to be working against that. So we have to, like, basically play our game. So that's, you know, as I say, it's a difficult thing when they're like 7 days ago. So, yeah. And as you say, they're going to be fired up because we gave them that last goal. So.
Yeah, they're going to feel a little bit like they can actually take it to you guys now. But, well, we'll be there on Saturday. We'll be watching, cheering you guys on. We hope everybody else does here. And Coach Ray Bunch, thank you for joining us.
No, thank you for having me. And I'd like to thank that everyone's been coming out for the games this past year. Thanks very much.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Come support us, guys. This is Coach Ray Bunch, and we're at Coach's Corner.